warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my vocabulary building final project. My name is Rabiatul Alawiyah. My student number is A1D02510131. I'm from class 2F and I am a student at the University of Mataram. Academic year 2025-2026. Today, I would like to present a topic entitled Topical Vocabulary. Okay, before that, what is topical vocabulary? Topical vocabulary is a group of words that are related to a specific topic or field. Learning vocabulary by topic helps us understand English more easily because the words are connected and used in similar situations. Through topical vocabulary, we can improve our speaking, writing, listening, and reading skills. It also helps us communicate more effectively in daily life. In this presentation, I will explain 7 categories of topical vocabulary. They are art and music, employment, advertising, science, science careers, figurative language, and weather. Let's begin our discussion. Okay, the first category is art and music. Art and music are important forms of expression. People use art and music to communicate emotions, ideas, and creativity. The first vocabulary word is painting. A painting is a picture created using paint, brushes, and other artistic tools. Paintings can represent people, animals, nature, objects, or even abstract ideas. Many artists use painting to express their feelings and creativity. For example, she made a beautiful painting for the school exhibition. This sentence means that she created an artwork and displayed it in an exhibition. Paintings can be found in museums, galleries, schools, and homes. The second word is sculpture. A sculpture is three-dimensional work of art made from materials such as stone, wood, metal, or clay. Unlike paintings, sculptures have height, height, and depth. People can view sculpture from different angles. For example, the sculpture in the museum is made of stone. This means the artwork was carved from stone and displayed in a museum. Next word is melody. Melody is the main tune of a song. It is the part of music that people usually remember and sing. A good melody can make a song enjoyable and memorable. For example, this song has a beautiful melody. This means the tone of the song sounds pleasant and attractive. The last word in this category is rhythm. Rhythm is the pattern of beats in music. Rhythm gives music movement and structure. It helps people clap, dance, and follow the beat of a song. For example, I enjoy the rhythm of this music. This means the speaker likes the beat and timing of the music. The last word in this category is rhythm. Rhythm is the pattern of beats in music. Rhythm gives music movement and structure. It helps people clap, dance, and follow the beat of a song. For example, I enjoy the rhythm of this music. This means the speaker likes the beat and timing of the music. Okay guys, before moving to the next category, let's review what we have learned. In this category, we learned 4 important words: painting, sculpture, melody, and rhythm. These words are commonly used when talking about art and music. Art and music play an important role in our lives because they help us express emotions, ideas, and creativity. Through paintings and sculptures, artists can share their imagination with others. Through melody and rhythm, musicians can create beautiful songs that people enjoy listening to. Have you ever created a painting or listening to a song with a beautiful melody? This this vocabulary words help us discuss art and music more effectively in English. The second category is employment. Employment refers to jobs, occupations, and work related to activities. The first word is job. A job is work that a person does to earn money. Jobs help people support themselves and their families. For example, she has a new job at the hospital. This means she recently started working at the hospital. The next word is salary. Salary is the money an employee receives for doing a job. Salaries are usually paid monthly. For example, his salary is quite high. This means he receives a large amount of money from his work. The third word is interview. An interview is a formal meeting between an employer and a job applicant. During an interview, employers ask questions to evaluate candidates. For example, I have a job interview tomorrow. This means the speakers will attend a meeting related to a job opportunity. The last word is employee. An employee is a person who works for a company or organization. Employees perform duties and receive payment in return. For example, the employee works very hard. This means the worker is diligent and responsible. Now, let's review the employment category. We learned 4 words: job, salary, interview, and employee. These words are often used in the workplace and professional environments. Understanding employment vocabulary is very important because most people will experience job interviews and work situations in their lives. Learning these words can help us communicate better when discussing careers and future goals. As university students, we may also use these words when applying for internship or jobs in the future. What job would you like to have a graduation? Think about your future career and how these vocabulary words may become useful for you. The third category is advertising. Advertising is the activity of promoting products or service to attract customers. The first vocabulary word is advertisement. An advertisement is a message used to promote products or service. Advertisements can appear on television, social media, websites, radio, and newspapers. For example, I saw an advertisement on television. This means the speaker watched a promotional message. The second vocabulary word is product. A product is something that is produced and sold to consumers. Products can be food, clothing, electronics, or many other items. For example, this product is very popular. This means many people like to buy the item. The third vocabulary word is brand. A brand is the name or identity of a product or company. Brands help customers recognize products. For example, this brand is famous around the world. This means many people know the company or product's name. The last vocabulary word is customer. A customer is a person who buys goods or service. Customers are important because business depends on them. For example, the customers was happy with the service. This means the buyer was satisfied. Okay guys, let's review the advertising category. We learned the words advertisements, product, brand, and customer. These words are very common in business and marketing. Every day, we see advertisement on television, social media, websites, and billboards. Companies use advertisements to attract customers and promote their products. Understanding advertising vocabulary helps us become more aware of how businesses communicate with consumers. Can you think of a famous brand that you like? Advertising is everywhere, so these vocabulary words are very useful in daily life. The fourth category is science. Science is the study of the natural world through observation and experimentation. The first vocabulary word is experiment. An experiment is a scientific test used to learn or discover something. Experiments help scientists find answers to questions. For example, the student conducted an experiment in class. The second vocabulary word is research. Research is a careful study conducted to gain information and knowledge. Research is important in education and science. For example, she is doing research about climate change. The third vocabulary word is theory. A theory is an explanation of something based on evidence and observation. Scientific theories help explain natural phenomena. For example, this theory explains how plants grow. The last vocabulary is laboratory. A laboratory is a place where scientific experiments are conducted. Laboratories contain equipment used for research and testing. For example, the scientists work in a laboratory. Okay guys, let's continue with a short review of the science category. We learned the words experiment, research, theory, and laboratory. Science helps us understand the world around us. Scientists conduct experiments and research to discover new information and solve problems. Laboratories provide a place where scientific investigations can be carried out safely. Science has contributed greatly to medicine, technology, education, and many other fields. Therefore, learning science vocabulary helps us understand academic and scientific discussion more easily. The fifth category is science careers. The first vocabulary word is doctor. A doctor is a medical professional who treats sick or injured people. Doctors help maintain public health. For example, she wants to become a doctor. The second vocabulary word is scientist. A scientist is a person who studies science and makes discoveries. Scientists help increase human knowledge. For example, the scientists discovered a new species. The third vocabulary word is engineer. An engineer designs, builds, and improves machines, structure, and systems. Engineers play an important role in technology and development. For example, my brother is an engineer. The last vocabulary word is researcher. A researcher is a person who studies a topic deeply to gain new knowledge. Researchers often work in universities and laboratories. For example, the researcher studies infectious diseases. In this category, we learn about science-related careers. The vocabulary words are doctor, scientist, engineer, and researcher. These professions play important roles in society. Doctors help people stay healthy, scientists make discoveries, engineers create technology and infrastructure. Researchers study problems and seek solutions. Many students dream of pursuing one of these careers because they contribute greatly to society. Which of these professions interests you the most? The sixth category is figurative language. The first vocabulary word is simile. Simile compares two different things using the word like or as. For example, she is as brave as a lion. This sentence compares bravery to a lion. The second vocabulary word is metaphor. Metaphor compares two things directly without using like or as. For example, time is money. This means time is valuable. The third vocabulary word is personification. Personification gives human qualities to animals, objects, or nature. For example, the wine is singing. The wine cannot actually sing, but it is described as if it can. The fourth vocabulary word is hyperbole. Hyperbole is an exaggerated statement used for emphasis. For example, I am so hungry I could eat a horse. This does not mean the speaker will really eat a horse. It's simply some extreme hunger. Let's review figurative language. We learn simile, metaphor, personification, and hyperbole. Figurative language makes communication more creative and interesting. Writers and speakers often use figurative language to make their message more expressive. For example, sayings "time is money" sounds more powerful than simply saying "time is valuable." Understanding figurative language can improve our reading, writing, and speaking skills. It also helps us appreciate literature, poetry, and songs. Okay guys, the last category is weather. Weather describes the condition of the atmosphere at a particular time. The first vocabulary word is sunny. Sunny means bright and full of sunshine. For example, today is sunny and warm. The second vocabulary word is rainy. Rainy means there is a lot of rain. For example, it is raining today, so bring an umbrella. The third vocabulary word is windy. Windy means there is a lot of moving air. For example, it is very windy outside. The fourth vocabulary word is storm. A storm is a weather condition involving strong winds, heavy rain, and sometimes thunder and lightning. For example, there was a storm last night. Finally, we learn vocabulary related to weather. The words are sunny, rainy, windy, and storm. Weather vocabulary is useful because people often talk about weather in daily conversation. Knowing these words helps us describe environmental conditions more accurately. For example, before traveling, people usually check the weather forecast. Knowing this word helps us describe environmental conditions more accurately. For example, before travel, people usually check the weather forecast. Weather can also affect daily activities, transportation, and outdoor events. Therefore, understanding weather vocabulary is very practical for everyday communication. In conclusion, topical vocabulary helps us learn organize words according to specific topics. Today, we learn vocabulary from several categories: art and music, employment, advertising, science careers, figurative language, and weather. By learning these words, we can improve our communication skills, understand text more easily, and expand our English vocabulary. I hope this presentation has been useful and informative. Thank you for listening. Now, it's time to test our understanding from a short vocabulary quiz. Let's see how many questions you can answer correctly. Are you ready? Let's begin.